We would like to make a correction to something I said during the course of one of our most recent lives. We've been covering the false imprisonment of James Flynn, who is still incarcerated in a prison here in Ireland, although he has been acquitted and his charges have been overturned. So we have an innocent man in prison, as we have covered in our previous videos and some of the lives. And during the course of some of the lives, I just got some of the information incorrect. And we like to make sure that everything we say is 100% on the mark, as we have proven throughout, bringing hundreds and hundreds of points that prove that Aaron is innocent and that the evidence used against Aaron was completely and totally corrupted. So it's just a name we got wrong during one of the lives, and it's in relation to, I was speaking about Ronan Flynn. And again, we have to, because there's so much happening at the minute, we were running a series of videos to release Ronan Flynn's situation, how he was coerced, put under pressure, threatened by detectives Paul Gill and Mark Phillips to make a false statement. And we were bringing that narrative to you, the Irish public, and also bringing that narrative and the story to the Flynn family themselves, asking and seeking that they would do the right thing and simply come forward and tell the truth as to what, how their family were also abused by the Irish authorities, and in particular, the Gardaí in Dundalk. So I just got the name, Ronan's father's name wrong. I said the name incorrectly, and I just want to correct that. So to that end, I thought the best way to do this is, this brings forward some of the new information we've received over the last 7 to 10 days. And it's something we haven't seen before. I don't believe it was an Aaron's disclosure, although it should have been, but I don't believe it was. So I'm just going to bring up here a page. This is a statement from Tommy Eccles, the man Ronan Flynn and PJ Flynn attacked in a public house in the Cooley Peninsula. And I'll just read it out, and then it clarifies the correct name for Ronan's dad, but it also brings us forward into the situation and shows people that everything we have said in relation to Ronan's extradition warrant, which is directly related to this assault, so everything we have said through the course of the last 4.5, 5 years is 100% correct. So just quickly read it out here. I understand the caution signed Tommy Eccles, and it's witnessed by Garda Niall Smith. So on the 6th of the 8th, 2011, a Saturday, I went out with a friend of mine. We were going to all the pubs from Davis's and Omeath to all the ones in Carlingford, asking pubs to put up anti-drugs posters. Long's and Grange was the last pub we went to. It would be our local. I talked to John Long Jr., who was in charge of the pub that night, and he took a poster. I'm not sure what time of the night that was, probably around 6. When we finished up, we were playing a game of pool on the jukebox. Later on, I'm not sure what time, but I noticed Ronan Flynn came up to the bar and he stood at the hatch near the bar. I would know him to see, and also his mother and father. He's about 21 or 22. He was engaging me in conversation, which I really didn't want to be involved in. I wouldn't be too keen on the young fella because of his past. I had the Sinn Féin weekly lotto cards on the counter. I sell them. He asked if they were Republican Sinn Féin. I said they were Sinn Féin and I don't know anything about it. He went on to say that his uncle was in Sinn Féin. I told him I didn't want to know anything about it. He then asked if I put the anti-drugs poster up on the toilet door. I said I didn't, but I had asked the proprietor if he would, and he did. He then wanted to know why I would bother to put them up. I told him he was paranoid and that it had nothing to do with him. I knew he had drugs convictions, and I said that. This was heated at the time, but only verbal and not physical. At that stage, Ronan's father, PJ, came up. So this is in the previous live videos, I got the name wrong. So this confirms it here, and I've underlined it, At this stage, Ronan's father, PJ, came up. Me and Ronan were standing at the bar at this stage. It's only about 4 or 5 foot, so we were close enough. PJ Flynn came up between the two of us and grabbed me by the collar and tried to wrestle me to the ground. I can't remember anything being said between us, but he started shaking me like a rag doll. I was still standing with PJ holding. At this stage, Ronan Flynn came up behind me, put his arm around my neck and pulled me to the ground. PJ had let go of me. Ronan gave me a few kicks in the ground around the shoulders. At this, young John came round and got them out the front door. I saw PJ Flynn. So that's just one page from the statement of some of the events that took place in the pub. So I have to apologise for getting the name wrong the last day and sort of pointing probably attention in another direction. So I think this statement here clarifies it. Ronan Flynn and his father PJ were involved in the assault on Tommy Eccles in the public house in Carlingford. So that'll clear that up. It shows us that we have much more to bring forward in Ronan's extradition warrant. And obviously we have to show this material to show that our thread is correct, our thread is bona fides, and everything we have said previously is correct. And obviously us receiving these statements gives us that opportunity to again cement and concrete everything we have said to you, the public, previously. We're also very much aware that we are in the process of bringing Lorcan Stay into account for telling us that, or telling the court that us, the Brady family, and friends and associates were involved in some form of intimidation program against witnesses, when we have shown clearly it's not the Bradys that were involved in criminality and intimidation, coercion and bribery. So we're working on that, a lot of work going on behind the scenes, and we're going to continue to bring that to you. But as I say, we do like to have everything right. We don't want to offend anyone who shouldn't be offended. We only want to offend those people who have offended and hurt our family. So thank you for that. We're going to be back. There's going to be sort of daily videos now. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of catching up to do, and we'll bring that all to you in the very near future. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment and share. And our apologies again for using the wrong name. And we'll see you all again in the next video. Thank you.